Namaste everyone. Once again, I am here in front of you this morning to continue the discussions I have had over a series of lectures on Gayatri Mantra. And this morning we'll continue in the same stream of thought. First of all, I would like to recap what I had talked about in my last lectures. In the last lectures, I focused on Bhu and Bhuvaha. The very first part of Gayatri Mantra, according to Yajurveda, Bhur Bhuvaha Swaha, is called Mahavyahriti. And these three words are called Mahavyahriti because they remove all forms of pain, sorrows, sufferings from our life when we understand the meaning of the words and we try to incorporate the meaning and the ideas in our life, in our behaviors, in our thinking. And so Bhu basically is Bhuhu Bhuriti Vai Pranaha. The divine is self-existent. He gives energy to the inert matter. He starts the creative process in this universe. And he creates opportunities for souls to take birth in this universe and to perform good actions, to acquire knowledge, prosperity, and eventually to free themselves from the bonds of matter. Bhuvaha, Dukh Vinashak, अपने भक्तों के दुख को दूर करने वाला. Paramatma is Bhuvaha because he removes the sufferings, he removes the sorrows, pains of his devotees. And also Bhuvaha is the Apan Vayu in the body. Bhu is the Pran Vayu, the breath we inhale. Bhuvaha is the breath we exhale. And so just like these two breaths in the body, Paramatma functions as Bhu by continuously managing the affairs of the universe, just as the breath in our body continuously energizes each cell of our body, even when we are sleeping, even when we are unaware of its existence, of its presence. Bhuvaha is the other breath, the apan breath we exhale from our body. We exhale all the toxins, the carbon monoxide and so on and so forth, carbon dioxide and so on and so forth. We exhale waste from our body. It's all the function of the Apan Vayu. And so like when the Apan Vayu functions well, we expel all the toxins, the toxic products from our body, and we enjoy good health. Likewise, Paramatma, he removes the pain and sufferings of the devotees. And the whole idea of these two words is, in our life, we should try like the pran to become like Bhu, to sustain ourselves, to sustain others, to create opportunities for others, to allow others to grow. And when we do that, when we create that selfless nature for ourselves, then we don't really have dukh, we don't really have sufferings because the focus is not on ourselves. And so we now move to the third word, which is Swaha. Swaha, Maharishi Danan writes, Swariti Vyanaha, Yo Vividam Jagat Vyanayati Vyapnoti Sa Vyanaha, Jo Sab Jagat mein Vyapak hoke sabko niyam mein rakhta aur sabka taharne ka stan tata sukh swarup hai. So the divine is Swaha because he is all-pervasive. He pervades every nook and corner of this universe, every molecule, every ultimate particle. The divine pervades. The laws of the divine pervades. The law can be experienced in all particles, even the very minute particles of this universe. And so that's how Paramatma is Swaha. And so he pervades, he permeates everything. He's all over. That divine being is all over. And Sukha Swarup, his nature is pure joy. His nature is total bliss. And so Paramatma is called Vyan. Maharshi says here, Swariti Vyanaha, just like the Vyan Vayu. Vyan Vayu is the breath in our body that's responsible for circulation. Now think of your circulatory system for a moment. When your circulatory system functions well, then every cell of your body, every organ of your body is in good health. There is no pain, there is no discomfort, there is no problems, medical problems, mental problems, physical problems, basically. And so when the Vyan Vayu, when the circulatory system, when the air that creates the proper circulation of the blood in the body functions well, there's optimum happiness, there's optimum health in the body. And so Paramatma is Vyan Vayu, creates that Vyan, that Sukh my environment, that blissful environment in this universe for all of us. And this can be experienced when we connect to the divine and we understand the divine as Vyan. So, Om Bhur Bhuvaha Swaha, Bhu, giver of life, giver of opportunity, Bhuvaha, remove sorrows, and Swaha, Sukha Swarup, brings joy. And so, likewise, when we in our life, when we become Bhu, when we create opportunities, when we inspire, we give life, we give others opportunities and chances, we'll remove Bhuvaha, Dukh from our life, and we'll experience Sukh. And so, this is how the Mahavyahriti, when we understand the meaning and we try to incorporate these ideas, these thoughts in our life, that's how these three words are Mahavyahriti, because they remove sufferings ultimately from our life. And so here, when we chant Gayatri Mantra, when we chant Om Bhur Bhuvaha Swaha, if you just remember the meaning of these words and focus on the meaning and try to imbibe the meaning in our life, that's when we really experience the joy of this mantra and the benefits of this mantra. In Gayatri Mantra, there is a verb in the first part, that's Dhimahi. And it's important to know the meaning of verbs, the verbs in the mantra and the meaning of the verbs in the mantra. And so, in a very simple language, I'll tell you about the meaning of this verb in the next session. There's also a next verb in the final part of the mantra, Prachodayat. And so, what's the meaning of that verb and what's the connection of the verb to the words in the mantra? That's very important for us to understand. The last time I had also said Swaha, from the word Swaha, Swarg is formed. And so, in a very couple words, I just want to say what is Swarg. Swarg is Swasmin, Swa iti Sukha Swarup, Swar Gacchati Prapnoti Yasmin Saswargaha. Swar Gacchati Prapnoti Saswargaha. Swarg is that state where we experience Swaha, Sukha Swarup Paramatma. And Maharshi Dayanand writes, Swaha, Swarg is of two types. The first is Samanya Swarg. Samanya Swarg means worldly joy.